electrical storm which we have had going all around us here. I don't know if we really got into the middle of it, but there was some dangerous lightning and just light rain falling at the moment. Still lightning in the background, but a fair way away. And the thunder still rumbling also a fair way away. So we're back a race here throughout the evening, and then the last race will go at 8:58. Been a good betting race. This has been very good money for Bundu Boy, good money for Eureka Strike. With that money, Two Wishes has been a bit easy, 225 to 340. Doubling's been fairly solid in the ring, 5 out to 7. At the moment, it's paying $11.70. And the fixed odds is betting 350 at the moment about Eureka Strike. So there has been money for a few of them. Now RTS is about to come up. Two Wishes and Doubling will be the last to go up. Charo's Run is wearing club colours here. Here's Two Wishes being pushed up into its position. Two Wishes goes in. The jockey's jumped off Doubling, so Doubling's going to go up riderless. And Doubling got its head into the barrier. Attendants try to coax it the rest of the way. But Doubling pulls away at the first attempt. Second attempt, they get it closer, and I think they've got it. No, Doubling just pulls away. Just about had it about halfway up. Now Doubling, again the attendants will get behind it and they'll try and get it up riderless. All the attendants now pushing hard on Doubling, goes up, gets its head in, half in, right in. So Doubling now goes into line and we're pretty well set to go. For this, the third event, we're a race back after the electrical storm in our area. Still a bit of thunder rumbling and a bit of lightning, but a fair way away at the moment. We're nearly ready. Set, Two Wishes, the inside runner. Set to go, ready and racing, and Two Wishes leapt out of the barrier. It began brilliantly. Eureka Strike was only fairly away, and Two Wishes in front. Into second goes Bituminous, and out wide on the track, making ground RTS, then Charo's Run. They're getting right up along the rail. Bundu Boy's going to end up right behind the speed. Eureka Strike couldn't go with them. Doubling's up ahead of it, and Eureka Strike went right back to third last. They're followed then back in the field by Uzo and Ice, and Fired's Additions at the rear. At the Wheatwood stand, 700 to go now, and RTS took the lead. A length or so to Two Wishes. On the outside there going forward was Bituminous. Now on the fence, Bundu Boy can't get a run. Doubling's going around the outside, and she's pulling very deep on Eureka Strike. Not making ground quickly enough at the moment though. Then a long gap to Uzo and Ice and Fired's Addition. Coming into the straight though, and RTS is still the pilot. It kicked away in front, a length and a half or so to the good of Bituminous. Now Bundu Boy got into the clear. Further out on the track then was Doubling, but the leader RTS is well clear, running down to the 100-metre mark, and it's holding them safely. Into second goes Bundu Boy, but RTS first. Bundu Boy runs second, and third home in the event will be Bituminous. They're followed in fourth position on the outside, Doubling. Long gap to Eureka Strike, never a winning hope. Then Charo's Run. Then a good way further back in the field behind those, Two Wishes, Fired's Addition, Uzo and Ice will be one of the last to pull up. RTS for Mazayuki Abe, one of the real roughies of the field, has blown them away here. It began fast, and Mazayuki took it straight to the lead. It always travelled pretty well, and it put a nice gap in them coming onto the corner. Bundu Boy was trying to get into the clear, but it got out in time. But the leader kept going very strongly, and RTS down past the 200 was well clear, and it was obvious here that they weren't going to be able to run it down, and RTS leads all of the way to win race number 3 for Mazayuki Abe. Now 1:07.96 is the time recorded. 1:07.96 is the time for race number 3 on the program. 1:07.96, 1:06.51 is the class record for that event, and it's 2 3/4 by a half the margins. 2 3/4 by a half. 2 1/4 by a half, and the numbers are now official. They are 8, 9, 5, 1 rand 4th, and 4 rand 5th. 8, 9, 5, 1, 4. Winner number 8, RTS, Mazayuki Abe. Second went to 9, Bundu Boy, John Keogh. Third went to 5, Bituminous, Nozi Tomazawa. Fourth went to 1, Doubling, Jason Letherby. And Eureka Strike ended up back in 5th position. And it was 2 3/4, 2 1/4 rather, by a half. No, 2 3/4 it was, my apologies, so just correcting that. 2 3/4 the winning margin, and a half a length second and third. 2 3/4 by a half. The number 8 RTS is a brown horse, a 6-year-old, is by More Than Ready out of Roswell. Is raced by Miss S. Sal, Miss S. Sal, M. Callaghan, D. Sal and Miss S. Sal. Is trained by Sarah V. Sal Winter at Oakey, and was ridden by Mazayuki Abe. Now the winner, RTS, number 8. Second in the race went to 9, Bundu Boy by Top Echelon out of Rolling Reality, trained by Neil Hocking in Brisbane at Eagle Farm and ridden by John Keogh. And number 5, Bituminous, is by God's Own out of Rosa Carolina, trained by Neville Peterson in Toowoomba, and Nozi Tomazawa was the rider. Fourth went to number 1, that was Doubling, ridden by Jason Letherby, and fifth went to number 4, Eureka Strike. 2 3/4 by a half, 107.96. That takes us to race number 4. And in the 4th event, the scratching is number 6, Sell the Silver. Number 6, Sell the Silver, comes out of the 4th. Now the Great and the Good has opened up the tote favourite, number 1. For this race, this event is over the 1625 metre journey. Now the divvies are coming up. RTS paid $44.50 for the win, and for the place $7.30. Second place getter, Bundu Boys, $1.40. Bituminous has paid $2. The Quadella, $66.20. The Trifecta, $2,389. $2,380.